At Magali Farms in San Ynez, California, home to 1996 Breeders' Cup Sprint champ Leach Justice, a gentleman by the name of Jerry Lambert quietly plies his trade, breaking horses and guiding older thoroughbreds back to the track.
You going to the gate, Joe?
But Jerry isn't just any old employee at Magali. In fact, he may just be their most valuable asset, with over 50 years of horsemanship under his belt.
I come to California in 1963 and started riding it during the Del Mar meet. And that's where I started riding some horses for Millerick.
One of those horses under Buster Millerick's care was an unruly gelding named Native Diver. The grandson of owner L.K. Shapiro remembers him well.
Native Diver was a very high-strung horse. And the reason Jerry fit him so well is because he was quiet. And Buster Millerick used to say what he wanted was somebody on the horse's back that did nothing. He would just let him do his own thing, but as he went into the far turn, he could get him to relax. And then as they came down the stretch, you just saw him hand ride. You never saw Jerry take the stick to the horse because the horse didn't like that. So his greatest attribute was that he was a quiet rider.
Yeah, I'd be out there on the front end. I'd be talking to him like a Philadelphia lawyer, trying to get him to slow down, because that was the only way to slow him down. You couldn't take hold of him and slow him down, because he'd just fight with you.
Jerry would go on quietly about his business, winning 22 stakes races aboard the Diver, including 3 consecutive Hollywood Gold Cups, a record which stood for 40 years.
There they go. O'Hara lost the rider.
I didn't know that Milo fell off of O'Hara leaving the gate, and that's why coming to the 8th pole there, when O'Hara got to me, I thought to myself, oh my God, here comes Pretense again. And I looked over and then took a double take, and there's no rider on that horse.
Native Diver, Pretense, and Bakes, and Native Diver is the winner by 4 lengths. Pretense.
Just days after their last win together in the 1967 Del Mar Handicap, Native Diver died suddenly of colic.
I couldn't believe he was dead. It really didn't hit me for 3 or 4 days that Native Diver was actually dead. You know, that can't be. And then I cried like a baby.
After riding well into his 50s, Lambert eventually became a trainer of Arabians for the prior owners of the farm. When Rich and Gabby Sulpizio purchased the property in 2001, manager Tom Hudson inherited Jerry's talents and influence.
The thoroughbred world didn't know who we were, and they had no ideas, and they didn't know who I was. And so Jerry actually was a big help because everyone knew who Jerry Lambert is.
With Jerry's help, the stallion roster at Magali expanded along with the number of horses on the farm. And as their resident conditioner, Jerry exercises the same gentle touch that he used on the back of a thoroughbred for so many years to develop and realize the potential of the horses under his care.
Tell him she's marked to go to the gate.
With his credibility with the trainers, because he was a very well-liked jockey, you know, and very trustworthy. And that's kind of what our farm is about for our clients and for the trainers is whatever they want us to do, we do. And for our clients, honesty is everything. As far as the training horses, when he says, hey, I think we really got a horse here, that horse usually pans out to be a pretty good horse.
I guess pretty much 40 years of racing and riding and being all over the country and what have you. I've experienced quite a lot. And I see horses doing things on the track with these guys that I'm familiar with. And it helps me tell them, if I can get it in their head, maybe what would help correct that, and then know what to do to help the horse, you know, be more comfortable in that situation.
Jerry has not only had an impact on the animals that he cares for, but also on his younger boss.
Jerry, more than anything, he's a very calm, thinking man, you know? where I'm kind of the opposite, I guess. And so he has taught me throughout the years that you got to sit back sometimes and look at things before you make those quick decisions. And just galloping horses, I mean, I thought I knew a lot. And Jerry taught me what you can do with your little teeny fingers and how to round a horse and how to balance a horse out and how to understand when a horse is moving at 25 and 30 miles an hour and up, how to communicate with them at that point.
Jerry Lambert may be far from the racetrack, but the memories of his life on the back of a thoroughbred are still very close.
I loved horses, good ones that is, better than bad ones. And I loved competition. And I really loved that surge of power when you put a good horse to running, that last 3/8 of a mile. You're whizzing by them other horses and it's you and your horse, you know, going on. It's a great feeling. I guess what I cherished the most was riding those good horses like Native Diver and winning the match race against Shoemaker.
Convenience, and here comes Typecast on the rail. Now they're head and head, nose and nose, and Convenience is the winner by a nose.
I think the rewards of riding, you know, and doing well overcomes all the rest of it, all the hardships. It was a good life. I miss it.